Alright, what's going on? We're here, it's Dan and Denz. We have Dave Clement, who made his professional debut 2 weeks ago. So we're here with a post interview, you know, talk about how he done. Obviously he got the win, so round of applause for that. Dave, you're here, you know, you've obviously had your week off. How do you feel like? How was your debut? Wait, first, has it sunk in that you're actually a pro now and you've, you know, had your first bout?
Yeah, definitely. It's sunk in. It's been good, you know, being a professional now. So it's like, you know what, this is the business I'm in now. So yeah, it feels good. It's definitely sunk in. And then yeah, man, just ready to do the business again, man.
Yeah. Was there any emotions that you felt like when you was coming out? Because when I was watching it, you looked like you was in a space. Do you remember?
He was zoned.
Yeah,
he took it like 2 minutes to come out.
Yeah, why did you take so long to come out?
You know, I just thought, you know what, this is my moment. It's my debut.
Oh, so you actually, you know what's so funny? Because Martin was like, why is he taking? I was like, nah, someone's probably like doing something to him or like making him not come out in time. I didn't actually know it was you.
It was intentional. I thought, let me make him wait. This is, you know what I mean, this is my debut, you know. I waited long enough, so yeah, what's a few extra minutes so you can wait, you know what I'm saying?
You waited for long, you took long
still.
for
long, so
we was recording for time. Now to stop, delete it, start again. I was like, like the tune nearly finished, like you're walking out.
It's crazy, like, because I'm watching it back and I'm like, I made you not wait.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was intentional, you know. I thought, you know, it's a special moment. I got to soak it in. So yeah, in the back, I was just bouncing, just envisioning how the fight might play out. You know, how I'm gonna step in the ring, all of that stuff. So yeah, man, I just thought. I think he took long even to come out himself, Ross McGuigan as well. So yeah. I thought, let me do the same, but it's just a bit longer. You know what I mean?
Talking about your opponent, Ross McGuigan, very credible opponent. He's a former Southern Area champion. So how did it feel to have someone of that caliber as your debut fight, and like what was going through your head? Like, you know, was there nerves like, oh, you know, I'm not getting the regular journey guy that I could just knock over. This is someone with actually championship status. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, what was you thinking when you knew, okay, I'm fighting him?
And you had him on a couple of days notice.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I didn't even know to look, like you said, a couple of days before. But yeah, I think it was the perfect opponent. Do you mean I couldn't have picked that sort of opponent, a better opponent, to be honest, for my debut. You know, a good formidable opponent, like you said, Southern Area. He's been a Southern Area champion. So, you know, I knew he was gonna come in there and, you know, make me work for it. It went like, oh, I'm just gonna have a kind of easy night.
Yeah.
So for me, it was kind of like just stay switched on. That's how you saw me come out. I was focused. I was, you know, in the
serious
zone. Yeah, man. Because you know what? If I just go in there thinking, oh, it's an easy night, 4 rounds. Come on, I do that in the gym. You know what I mean? I would have went in there and kind of just, you know, who knows?
Yeah, no, 100%. You always got to stay focused or whatnot. Was there anything that was totally different from like the amateurs compared to like did you think, oh, this is like different? Like, because when I first turned pro, to me it was like I was learning to box. It was a whole different, I don't know, when you first had your first pro debut, what was you like? For me it was like, this is new. Even though I'd had 60 amateur bouts, it was like, it just felt different.
Yeah, it's a proper whole new experience. Yeah. That fighting obviously with no top on, sporting gloves, even like going into the back, like wrapping your hands is all different. Like, I think it's so much. I think even for my debut, I brought like hand wraps, you know.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know that they use bandages and stuff, so I'm like, oh, I'll put my hand wraps in that, innit? And it's and obviously going out to the crowd, it's a different feel still for me as well.
Was there anything that you felt like, this is way different? Like,
definitely, you know? It's different. Like, you got obviously the production, you got the people with the lights, the camera, and you're thinking, raw, like, what are these people doing there? And you know, the whole.
Man said, what are these people doing here?
No, because I mean, in the amateurs, you just go, you fight, you do your thing, you go home, like, and then that's it. You know what I mean? But you know, obviously, you got to do the interviews after. Like, I mean, it's good. But it's a different whole setup, you know. Like you said, you know, no vest, you know, you're there, just, you know what I mean. It gives you a bit more oomph, and then obviously the energy of the crowd. Like the rounds went quick, if anything.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
After you looked like you was raring to go, like you could have done another 4 rounds. It's like, no, seriously. Like,
yeah. Do you know what? It felt good in there. I felt good in there. You know, it was. The rounds, like I said, went quick, and I was like, you know what, if I had another 2 rounds, you know, like, it would have been nice. But yeah, no, it was good. We got the win. You know, I was happy with the corner. You know, I was, You know, obviously you're always gonna think you can do better, you could do more.
100%.
But you know what? For a debut, I didn't think it was bad.
No,
you
of
know?
course not. What's your highlight of the fight like for you, or maybe even the whole day? Like, what was your highlight? Like,
That's a good one. Highlight. I'd say the warm up.
Yeah.
Just because
Who did your pads?
Eric did my pads.
Eric's a very good pad man. I like him.
Yeah, I was just like, all right, cool. The warm up's got to be right. You know what I mean? And like, even when I was in Vision, I was thinking, yeah, Eric, because you know what I mean? I was just, I just didn't want it to be, you know, anyone else. If it was anyone else, listen, so be it.
It is
what it is. Get on with it. But I think the warm up, I was just like,
but Eric's been doing most of your sparring and stuff with you anyway, so
that's right.
He's seen you more, so it makes sense that he's done your warm ups.
100, yeah, definitely. Eric's been doing a lot of work with me, so you know, as soon as he's like jab, like obviously on the night, like I think the jab.
Yeah, your jab was brilliant. That was the main source of attack for you and the most successful. I thought your jab was excellent, sharp. You was mixing it up, head, body, chest. And yeah, it's definitely something you should continue working on. Talking about your performance, is there anything you would have changed? Like, now that you've watched it, like, what would you? Oh man,
I would have changed a few things. I can't even lie to you. Honestly.
Yeah. Do you know, before you even answer that question, what was your most difficult round out of the 4?
I'd say the 3rd round for me was the most testing. Challenging would be a good word to use, because by the end of the 2nd round, I knew I'd hurt him.
Yeah.
I could see on his face he didn't really want to be in there, and he was obviously, you know, complaining to the ref. I didn't pay no attention. I said, listen, as long as the ref's happy, just continue going about your work. So I thought, alright, cool, good 2 rounds in, I've put in the work. You know, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing and controlling the rounds.
Yeah.
So after that, I was thinking, not that it was too easy, but right,
cool. You seemed like you was in cruise and maybe you lost focus a bit.
Yes.
Sometimes that happens, you know, when it's just going one way.
Yeah.
You kind of just go off track of it. Yeah. That's what it seemed like. You just went to sleep a bit. That was it.
Yeah, it was that.
Yeah.
Like for a split second, it was kind of like, boom, and then like, you know, I thought, nah, Dave, like, wake up, switch on, and then he caught me with shot.
Was it the
I
uppercut?
remember that uppercut.
Yeah.
Brilliant shot, by the way, Ross. If you're watching this, brilliant shot. You know, I've not been caught with that shot before. I don't think, well, not that I could remember, but that was a brilliant shot. Actually, I think you caught me with that shot a few times. Actually, I can't think.
No, but I remember it wasn't even like so much of a power shot, but it lifted up your head. But I think after that, like you switched back on, and then
it switched me back on, and then obviously brilliant work from the corner. You know, they got me back switched on. You know, cleared things up, and then like I went back into the 4th round knowing, listen, I got to win this round. Like, it's not a given that you've won that round. I gave that round to him. I said, you know what, this round I got to dominate. You know, I got to do my best, finish strong as well. That was important for me. Is that last 30 seconds, make sure, you know, put on a good performance. And I was so definitely round 3 was my toughest, I would say. But through.
That's why it's mad, because in the 4 rounder, like you said, first 2 comfy, you're good. 3rd round, it kind of changed a little bit. Is that when you got your nose popped in as well?
Yeah.
If you didn't finish that 4th round strong, it's a draw, bro.
It's a draw,
4 rounds,
it's
scary still. So you had to step it up, and you did that. So
I went.
Well done, man.
Thank you. Like that 4th round as well, I thought to myself, you know, I'm not coming out with draw. That's funny you say that, because I said, imagine you.
So
come
you
up
were actually thinking that
it could happen. Like, you got to draw your debut. Like, you know, I just changes things. It's like, right, all that work, all that, you're grinding. Like, people know you, Dave. He spars in all the gyms. He works hard for you to be getting a draw. I said, nah.
But you know what though, that. Of course, obviously, no one wants that, but
it wouldn't be that.
It wouldn't be the end of the world. But Bernard Hopkins lost his debut. Like, proper bare guys have lost their debuts, bro. Like, even like more recent, like Aloy's lost his debut. Like things like that.
Look where he is.
Look where he is, and look obviously B-Hop got to as well. But obviously,
that's not his story.
That's not your story.
He doesn't want and I hear that. And he did get it, so that's good, because 4th round you came up full guns blazing, you stuck it on him and you showed him, I'm in charge here. So that was.
I tell you what though, you boxed with a lot more urgency than I've seen you though.
I've never seen you.
You were on it still. Your jab was pepper still. I'm not gonna lie.
I said that. Did you have to make weight? What was the weight like?
So
weight cut or anything?
Yeah, so initially I thought I had to make championship weight. This is where a bit of a confusion was. I was told, okay, championship weight. Then they said, no, it's changing. Obviously, opponent's changing and whatnot. So I was, trying to make weight till about Wednesday. Then I found out that obviously opponent was changing, and then you can come in heavier, obviously 94, 95, whatever. I said, okay, sweet. So obviously new weight division, heavyweight. I didn't really know what to expect. It was just okay, cool.
Yeah, because you was looking slim in the fight where you look like a light heavyweight. Are you alright? What's going on?
Down and I lied to you. I was taking it because when I fought championship, I didn't want no mistakes. My head, it was like, you don't make championship, no fight.
Yeah, it's not. That isn't really that. Yeah,
you shouldn't have been told that you got to make championship weight.
I didn't know. I just assumed. To be honest, I probably just ran with what I thought I had initially. I'll take it's me. So I've obviously gone in there thinking, I gotta make that weight. So that's what I was getting ready for. And then, obviously weighing at heavyweight. But yeah, it's just, it was different. Obviously a heavyweight, there's no limit like that. So I could have probably even come in heavier. It was probably good I didn't, because I didn't want to lose the speed, the shot.
You come where you're comfortable, man.
Yeah. So I think it was good experience. It was good to be able to go up against someone who's obviously fought light, heavy, cruiser, heavyweight as well, and see how he's operating. So
you spar people, you spar light heavies, cruisers and heavy, so it's perfect for you, to be fair. So,
yeah, that's right, 100%.
I was gonna ask, what's your biggest influences, boxing influences, that's had an impact on how you train, how you go about when it comes to boxing and whatnot,
Dan Aziz.
No,
but I gotta say, definitely you've definitely been someone who I've watched growing up. Funny enough, even before you, I fought. I remember just watching a few of your fights, and then the Louis Edmondson fight, you and him came up. I was watching that, and I was watching, your fight with who's the guy you fought for the European.
Four,
watching
Tom
that.
4,
Obviously taller, so I was just watching how you went about your work. Man, I was watching you. Even Denzel fight with Yanabek. I don't know why. I was watching that. Do you know what I mean? I just seen how you man just go about your work. So definitely, both of you guys have had an influence on me. Definitely, I know it sounds crazy that people say, Muhammad Ali. Don't get me wrong, I watch guys like that as well. They obviously have an influence, but I'm talking about closer, people who I see on a daily basis. You get what I mean? You know what I'm saying? 100%. So that has more of an impact on how I go about my way.
You can relate more as well because you see us daily.
Exactly, bro. Even to how you guys eat, diet, all that, what you do, S&C, all these things. I didn't know about any of this stuff, bro. So
we didn't know about it when we started. Ours was just trial and error, innit?
Yeah, 100%.
So it's good to be able to pass it on to the next people coming up.
That early as well.
Yeah.
I didn't start doing S&C or having nutrition until I took my first L.
Who told you to come S&C?
You.
So you took your first L and then you went S&C?
Yeah. So
no L, no S&C basically. You would have just been cruising.
What do you mean? Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's working. If it's not broke, you don't fix it, innit? So obviously that was my defense of the British. So I won the British just being naughty, eating J-Rats once a day.
No, but it worked for him though, because he was much stronger, bro. In the ring. Afterwards, you couldn't just fizzy him about. That was the thing I thought anyway. When sparring him, he's easy to move around, but you can't do that with him now. It might not even be the SEC. It might just be experience. It might be he's a better boxer. He knows. Do you know what I mean? But I know that after that, you can't just move him around how you like. You can stand these because he's fighting with Janabek. He's going there toe to toe. You're not moving me back. Let's go. Do you know what I mean? So, did you feel any pressure going into the fight?
A little bit. I won't sit here and be like, no, there was no pressure. A little bit of pressure. Obviously my debut was something that probably could have happened before, sooner. So the timing, all of that as well. But I think pressure for myself, not from anyone outside.
That's always what it is. It's good. And how do you think you dealt with it?
As best as I could, to be honest. You know what I mean? Having obviously, you guys around me just saying, Dave, enjoy it. I remember Denz just saying to me, enjoy it, Dave. You get one debut, it goes quickly. I think he's saying on the corner talk, and he was mentioning, you know, just enjoy it, go out there, have fun. For, you know, he's right. You only get one debut, so.
Did you enjoy
that helped me to
I was
calm.
nervous as hell on my debut, bro. My debut, I was nervous, bro. I didn't look at anyone, bro. I was walking down, I had a little vest in my ring walk and I had.
Yeah, it's mad, you know, because when you have your career, you look back here. Yeah. A lot of the time, you didn't actually get to enjoy the journey. You just went in there. Well, I've got a job to do, and then
has to get done.
You don't actually look back and think, raw, like, do you know what I mean? That's something I was gonna ask. Bloody hell. Yeah, I had my. What's next for David? Ooh. Like, what are you looking to do? When are you next to be out? You know, obviously you're back in the gym. Ideally, when would you like to fight? And yeah, what's on the horizon?
Yeah, I'd like to be out soon.
How long is soon?
Say August.
That's soon, you know. We're in July.
We're in July.
We're in July, you know.
I mean, yeah,
that'd be good for him, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think like a good trajectory, August, and maybe, you know, even a September or, you know, October, maybe
so
another
you
one.
should fight every month, yeah?
Boy, I don't see why not. If we're in the gym and we're doing 6-8 rounds, like, I don't see why not, you know what I mean?
I hear it still.
Would you do another 4-rounder? So it's good. Would you do another 4-rounder?
I mean, if 4 rounders there, I'll do a 4, but if it said to me 6 there, I'm taking 6.
The thing is though, it's not really, obviously it's up to him, it's not really up to him, it's like, you know, you want to...
The coaches and that, of course.
And obviously it costs more to do 6 rounders and 8 rounders and stuff like that. So it's all dependent on how fast you're trying to move. No point of just doing 6 rounders now if you know you're not trying to get titles in the next year or so. You know what I'm trying to say. So I think 4 rounds are calm. Keep getting your feet wet, learning, understanding the game, and keep boxing, and then eventually it will just come, bro.
Is there anybody you got your eye on already?
Yeah, that was going to say that. I'm happy that
you lot's division is tasty. From prospect to like
100 to like
even up to Britain.
Domestic
like,
level,
It's a very intensive weight division, especially in the UK. There's loads of fights, loads of upcoming talent. So yeah, is there anybody, or you just listen? I'm doing my thing, and you know we'll get there.
No, listen, we're definitely gonna buck into, like you said, the guys who are coming up. You know. Yeah. Guys that I've sparred who have come in here, you know, I know definitely I'm gonna buck into them, and man, listen, I know it's just a start. Everyone has their own journey, everyone has their own trajectory. They obviously have a path. They're probably not even thinking about me. So, you know what? Who knows? Maybe we'll meet, maybe we won't. But listen, of course, I'm keeping a close eye on them, making sure, you know what.
Fam, forget all that political correct stuff. Who are you trying to rock, bro? Like, who you trying to rock? People like that, when I see them, I hear it.
But like outside of that, like,
who would you want to fight?
No, not even just that. How fast do you want to start boxing for titles? Is a better question. Like how soon? Like in the next year? Do you want 2 years, 6 months? Like how fast or how slow do you think it'll take you to? Would you like to start boxing for titles, like Southern Area and whatever?
Well, as soon as next year, 2027, I want to be here on titles. Like Dave, there's a title on the line. You know what I mean? Let's go for it. That's what I'm trying to hear. But I know, obviously, like you were saying, Denz, earlier, you don't want to rush things as well. You know what I mean? Your journey's a journey, so I'm not under no illusion. Oh yeah, fast track, let's go fast. Listen, if that's how it comes, I'm ready for whatever it is. If they say next one, 6 rounds, boom, 8, then I'm ready. You know, but listen, like you say, it's not always up to me. I got a team around me. You know what I mean? Obviously, I'll be asking you for you guys' advice, what you think as well, definitely. So there's that. But yeah, to me, next year, Southern Area, beautiful. Do you know what I mean?
I definitely don't think you need to rush. Like we said, you know, cruiserweight. Yeah, they've got longevity. 100. Do you know what I mean? You're still young. As well. Yeah, you're still young. There's no harm in rushing. I look at a lot of fighters, and you didn't even know about them like 4 or 5 years ago, like, but they've taken their time. They're up there, to the scene. Yeah, you're just like, where was this guy? Then you look, we kind of turned pro at the same time, but no one knew they were. So I think you should definitely just keep on improving, keep working, to stay dedicated and be consistent. And listen, you know, law of the universe is, you know, you keep doing what you're supposed to do, and you know you're gonna get something. You know what I mean? Something's gonna come. So yeah, man. Anything you wanna answer?
Oh man, I think we're good, man.
Yeah. So listen, that's Dave Clement, obviously one of the Peacock Boys. Had his debut, like I said, a week or 2 weeks ago. He's back in the gym. Look out for him. He wants to be out as soon as August. Let's see if we'll have him out. But yeah, David Clement.